comment,
and subscribe for more content.
Where's the notification bell?
It's to the right of you.
Oh.
What's up, guys? It's DK Wrestler here, and in today's video, I'm going to be making my predictions about Funko for the year of 2022. But before that happens, make sure you press the subscribe button for more content like this video in the future, and press the little bell beside it to be notified of when that future content gets released. But anyways, guys, let's check it out. So like I said, in today's video, I'm going to be making 5 bold predictions about Funko themselves for the year of 2022. So the very first prediction I have about Funko for the year of 2022, and I think it's going to be a bit of an obvious one to get over and done with, is that Funko will not go bankrupt in 2022. There have been a lot of concerns in the Funko community. It's a topic every year about, oh, this is going to be the year where Funko goes bankrupt because they're making crappy lineups and all this, and the prices are going up. Yes, recently there was a uppage of price as terms to certain pops, like 4-inch pops were up to like, I want to say $12 US or something like that, and then 10-inch pops went up like $5, and people have been complaining about that and the fact that Funko Shop exclusives haven't really been selling out as of late because of these price uppage. But at the same time, every company goes through that phase of prices going up. It happens on everything, especially when people want to mention about minimum wage going up and saying, yay, oh my god, we're gonna get more money. But minimum wage going up means that the price of food, housing, and a bunch of different things are going up, and it's the same thing with Funko's product. Of course, when you're making such a big profit like Funko has, you're going to put an increase on prices, and the fact is, a lot of people are still going to buy it. So the second prediction I have for Funko in the year 2022 is that they are going to produce more Funko soda figures than we have seen in the prior years. Of course, in 2020, Funko began their new lineup of figures called Funko Soda Figures, in which there was around, I would like to say, 75 different Funko Soda figures, and then in 2021, they basically doubled the number, and I think there's going to be even more Funko Sodas produced than both of those years put together, and I think they're going to really up the Funko Soda game. An example of that is a tweet that was sent out, I want to say about 4 months ago, and unfortunately I don't have that tweet to show you guys, but basically during a Q&A session on Twitter, Brian Mariotti had done his own Q&A session, and someone had asked, is there going to be 6-pack and 2-liter Funko Soda figures, in which Brian Mariotti actually replied yes. So that is what I'm talking about, of Funko really stepping up the game as terms to Funko Soda figures, is making 6-packs and 2-liter Funko Soda figures, which with the 6-packs, I don't know if they mean just like 6 random sodas and you can just get them and boom, you can ship them out like that, or what I think is what's going to happen is essentially for certain licensors they haven't done yet, they're going to make essentially a 6-pack, and that's the only way you can get them and not individually. An example I had listed down is the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. There are 6 different colors for the Power Rangers, and it would make sense to have the different colored Power Rangers just being sold as a 6-pack instead of individually. And for essentially the way that it's being shipped, I don't know realistically if maybe when certain smaller companies or bigger companies realistically start getting these sodas in stores, whether when they get the master cases, will there be like a package that has 5 commons and then a full pack that has all 6 figures being the chase, or will it actually be a mix-up where maybe you might get 1 or 2 chases out of that full 6-pack? I have no idea. For a licensor like Power Rangers, I would definitely see essentially the chase being metallic. And for the idea of 2-liter Funko Sodas, the way I see it being done is essentially it would come as one figure in the shape of a 2-liter bottle, and essentially it would be almost like a 10-inch figure that they would do for pops, but now in soda form, where I feel like it would be in a shape of a 2-liter bottle. In some way you would have to twist the top off, kind of like what they have with the soda cans, obviously, because obviously the lid for a 2-liter would be impossible to try to get a figure out, so it'd be like twisting the top part of a 2-liter soda and then opening it up, and boom, you get the black bag with whatever figure is inside of it. And I think it's a cool idea for them to start doing stuff like that, like 6-packs and 2 liters for Funko sodas, and people would buy them because it'd be crazy. So the third prediction I have for Funko going into the year of 2022 is that they will continue to pump up Artist Series Funko Pops, but it will begin to slow down in 2023. And what I mean by this is how Chrome Pops ended up turning out. It was around 27, I believe, where Funko had the idea of Chrome Pops being the singular color shiny pops, and then we started really seeing it in 2018 where a lot of pops got these chrome variants, and then in 2019 we basically got almost a bunch of different sets getting at least a couple of chrome pops, even if it didn't make sense. And then in 2020 and 2021 they really died down on that, because I feel like when it came to 2019, Chrome Pops were really huge shelf sitters, and Funko knew, all right, Chrome Pops aren't really being sold that well now. Let's stop making so much Chrome Pops. And I think this is the same thing about Artist Series Pops, where they basically began, I want to say in 2020 with the Future of Pops. And then, of course, in 2021, they started really pumping up more and more with these Artist Series Pops. I feel like they're going to make way more than they did in 2021 in the year of 2022, but I think 2022 will be the year when Funko starts seeing these Artist Series Pops kind of end up being shelf setters and maybe think, all right, I think in 2023, we're going to slow down on the Artist Series figures. So I think 2022 will be the year we get the most Artist Series figures, but this will be a realization of Funko thinking maybe Artist Series don't sell all that well. The fourth prediction I have for Funko going into the year of 2022, and this is going to hurt a lot of Canadians. Fan Expo Canada will not have exclusive pops. I was really thinking that 2022 would be the year that Funko would return to Fan Expo Canada and have exclusive pops, and I don't think that is going to be the case this year. I had a little bit of a theory going on where they did have exclusives in 2014, they had exclusives in 2018, and that's a 4-year gap, which 4-year gap from 2018 would be 2022. But especially with the ongoing pandemic, I think that's also a huge reason why I don't think there's going to be Fan Expo exclusives, is because I don't know if Funko wants to start traveling outside of the US yet for convention exclusives. And especially one reason I thought that Funko would have Fan Expo exclusives for 2022 is the fact that Fan Expo usually every year, one of the reasons I feel like they didn't have exclusives is because they always fell in the same exact weekend as Star Wars Celebration, and for most years Funko does exclusives for Star Wars Celebration, so obviously Funko would have more profit for a franchise like Star Wars than they would have for a Comic-Con like Fan Expo Canada. So the fifth and final prediction I have for Funko for the year of 2022 is that I think 2022 will be the year that we have the most convention exclusives in 1 year. Especially with the world kind of starting to open again, that I feel like some of the conventions that Funko could not do the last couple of years will start to open in-person conventions again, and that Funko will be able to do convention exclusive pops for that. The examples I have listed here: WonderCon, which Funko has been doing exclusives for the last 2 years now. This will be the first time in the first weekend of April when this happens, is that they'll actually have an in-person convention for WonderCon, because both years in 2021 and 2020 that they had exclusive pops, they have been online because the convention had been canceled. So this will be the first year that WonderCon in 2022 will have an in-person convention, and that Funko will actually have a booth set up to sell the convention exclusive pops. Next up would be Star Wars Celebration, which Funko essentially had exclusives for 2020 but weren't there in person because the convention essentially was canceled, and that they had already announced in 2020 that they would have the in-person convention in 2022, so they couldn't have exclusives in 2021. So I think 2022, and especially being in the weekend of May, celebrating the 45th anniversary of Star Wars, they're gonna want to pump up a lot of Star Wars pops in 2022, and they're probably gonna have Star Wars Celebration exclusives happening that weekend. Next convention would be E3, kind of the same scenario where in 2020 they actually had convention exclusives ready for E3, but E3 had canceled the convention and went online, and instead of having E3 exclusive stickers, they slapped GameStop exclusive stickers and kind of sold them that way. And with E3 already announcing that the convention wouldn't happen in 2021, Funko decided not to have exclusives for E3 in 2021, so they decided we'll wait until E3 essentially comes back, which E3 basically confirmed that in June, I believe, that they will have an in-person convention, which would make me think that Funko will actually have E3 exclusive pops for an in-person convention, and we'll probably have E3 2022 stickers. Then in July, of course, already confirmed, San Diego Comic-Con will return during the second last weekend of July, I believe. So there, of course, will be SDCC exclusives. I don't think there will be a reason for Funko to create FunCon again, because SDCC will actually happen as a huge convention, so they're going to want to have SDCC exclusives this year in 2022, or this upcoming year in 2022. Emerald City Comic-Con confirmed to happen in August instead of the usual time slot of March, which definitely makes sense because of the fact that I don't know if Reed Pop, who runs Emerald City Comic-Con, would have wanted to prepare for a Comic-Con that would happen 4 months later. So I think why it's in August is so that it gives them more time for a convention, so they have it in August, and that way I feel in 2023 Reed Pop would make Emerald City Comic-Con go back to the March time slot. I think that's why it's happening in August, and I feel because Funko has had exclusives for so many years, there will be exclusive pops for Emerald City Comic-Con in the year of 2022. Except that this time it wouldn't be called a spring convention because it's happening in the summer. So maybe, just maybe, will SDCC be divided into two so that you can have SDCC exclusives and Emerald City Comic-Con exclusives as kind of the double summer convention exclusives. Then, of course, New York Comic-Con happening in October, so of course there's obviously going to be pops there. And then, like usual, we have LACC, Los Angeles Comic-Con, which normally only has like 3 to 4 pops, but I feel like also because they kind of introduced winter convention exclusives, maybe they'll actually treat LACC as a winter convention, as one of their big conventions. Who knows? That's kind of been a dream of mine for some reason, where we've had spring convention stickers, summer convention stickers, fall convention stickers. Where are the winter convention stickers? Because even with Festival of Fun, the only way you got a Festival of Fun sticker is to get the sticker at the booth. If you ordered them online, you most likely would have gotten just the New York Comic-Con stickers, since those were the delayed NYCC exclusives from this year in 2021. Anyways, guys, that's going to be the end of today's video. If you enjoyed today's video about my predictions for Funko going into the year of 2022, make sure you smash that like button, comment in the comment section below, and let me know what your predictions are for Funko in the year of 2022. Do you agree with some of mine, or do you have your own that I didn't mention? And like I said earlier, press the subscribe button for more content like this video in the future, and press the little bell beside it to be notified of when that future content gets released. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching today's video, and hope to see you guys next time. 1, 2, 3, I'm out of here. Follow us on all of our social media platforms on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at A Funko Popcast. If you want to check out some of our other content that's featured on our channel, you can click either the playlist that's on your screen right now featuring previous episodes of our weekly podcast, A Funko Popcast, or we have suggested a video for you guys in relation to today's video.